Every day is a freaking day.
Well, okay, philosophically and quite literally, you are correct. Every day is a day. Today, I have a halo.
Every day is a freaking day.
I have a halo because I haven't cut my hair. So I got sting hair.
I'm not supposed to
I have
sing.
sting hair.
You do have sting.
I do. I have sting hair, but it's the only thing I have a sting. Welcome to QQ. We no longer call it Quarantine Kitchen because I guess there's not a quarantine anymore. We don't even know if anybody watches anymore because there's not. It's like we were good enough when you were all locked in. Well, actually, I put a picture of him on Instagram since I didn't have a thumbnail. So, yeah, he's there. So, you know, we don't even know if you're watching anymore. We were important.
Are you there?
When you were
Is
locked
anybody
in.
out there?
But now that you're all like out, it's kind of like, except if we. So last week, I want to be really clear. Even before we cocktail, we didn't skip QQ to go to a movie.
We didn't play hooky to go to a movie.
The movie was at 2:30 in the afternoon. I just didn't post about it till later. The QQ thing was a technical difficulty that we couldn't.
We had a little Wi-Fi problem.
It's a phone, and we had issues. And so I'm sorry, but some of you were rather testy about it. One of you even called out our professionalism. So I just want to point out that the word it's like a little professionalism wouldn't hurt. Professional, by the way,
They get paid.
is a professional is someone who gets paid for doing something. We're amateurs because we don't get paid for doing this. So
I'm definitely an amateur, as you guys are well aware.
we're completely flying in amateur status right now. So to those who were no, you say I'm a professional posing in his amateur. No,
Yes.
sure. Anyway, so the guy that I almost said so many things to that individual, but I decided I wouldn't take the bait for the people that called us out for being inconsiderate and whatever. Anyway, we're here now, once again, functioning for free, and just because it's date night in the Brown house, Brown Ingram house. Hi,
Ingram
it's
Brown.
been. Come here.
Ingram Brown. I don't know. How do you do that with the hyphen thing? Is that thunder or is it? It's more thunder. My scab's
It's
okay?
more. It's we hear the barometer is in play. Well, actually, we've got two dogs in place tonight. We've got your ears though. Scabs, your Instagram did like 100,000 views almost yesterday. Well done on that shark attack. I wish we remembered to bring the shark
about
back.
audio already.
People are complaining about audio already. Get your ass out of your ears. It is what it is. You know, sound.
I don't know. Turn up the thing.
It doesn't do anything. How about we
Static.
just don't talk?
Here, blow out the mic.
How's that? Is that any better? We'll just do a completely silent show. We don't need to talk.
We could Marceau it.
It's hard to do that while I'm holding the camera.
It sound fine.
So we're going to make a cocktail here. I want to point out though that we're making ghee tonight because we're going to be doing a little frying and we want some ghee. So I've got some Kerrygold here, and I'm doing this over low heat in a lab beaker with a cast iron vessel.
It says audio
so that
distortions, but some of you say it's fine.
look, we're just gonna keep doing it. Yes, I've lost a lot of weight, mostly worrying about the audio on this phone. I like to do this in glass so that I can keep an eye on the solids at the bottom, because if we were just clarifying this, we would want to cook out the water. But for making ghee, we actually want to brown some of the solids. So I'm wanting to keep an eye on that. And you kind of want to just see things kind of barely gurgling like that, because if it gets too much bigger than that, it'll explode all over the place and make a big mess, which is the other reason that I'm doing it. The iron pan is functioning as a heat diffuser. I'm in your light. I'm sorry.
I don't care.
I don't want to be in your light. I want you to be fully lit. Speaking of
Fully lit?
cocktail time.
Cocktails.
How was your day? Do you want to talk about your flowers?
No, I am. There they are.
Well, I don't know. I think this is, this is majestic. And that looks like something that might bite me. What is all this? Can you?
This is hydrangea, oak leaf hydrangea. This is smoke bush again.
I like the smoke bush.
This is Erasmus. And I know what this is, but I'm blanking.
We'll get back to it.
To be honest with you. Yeah.
We'll totally get back to it.
There you go.
This episode is always brought to you by altonbrown.com. And I also want to say...
we have new t-shirt designs coming up in the next couple of weeks.
When will they? Do we know when they're going to hit the shop yet?
Jim, are you watching? I think it's like a couple weeks.
We have new QQ shirts in the works, and those will be dropping on the shop soon. I like this design even better than the last one. And they don't say Quarantine Kitchen, they say QQ because we're evolving.
So,
I got to get out of your light. Did I move that light? I don't know.
I'm not worried.
Well, I am. I want you to just like film noir in the background.
I want to be like Lauren Bacall. You know how to whistle. Put your lips together.
Sorry, I did it too soon.
Put
You
your
know,
lips
Steve.
Steve. That was like the weirdest thing. Steve.
You're confusing me with
What?
someone else.
What leading man or leading character's name is Steve?
Well, I think it was written that way.
No offense to any of the Steves out there.
I think it was written. You just alienated.
I did. I'll have like however many Steves we
millions
had.
of people.
Sorry, Steve.
I think that maybe that was in the Hemingway. It's actually in the
A
Novella,
book is one
isn't it?
thing, but like I don't know, Steve.
Well, it
It's
beats
not really.
Humphrey.
Okay, Steve McQueen. Well,
Humphrey.
that's an actor. I'm just saying like a
Hey,
name.
Humphrey.
Humphrey.
And that's a tough one.
Humph.
Bogey.
Hump.
Bogey. Anyway, she was 19.
Quickie Kitchen.
We're not doing that in front of you people.
QQ.
That's for damn sure. Yeah, Steve McQueen, we know.
We understand.
And there's a
people
couple
named
of Steve McQueens. There's Steve McQueen, the director.
I'm just saying for the leading man, the role, the lead.
The role.
character
How many
for some reason,
heroes do you know?
There's named Steve.
Steve.
Okay, you guys get back to us. You guys will come up with all kinds of stuff. You always do. Steve the Pirate. Exactly. There's my point. Stevens. Again, these are actors' names. Okay. What are we drinking tonight?
So
Steve.
when we were in New York, which we were in for
Can I call you Steve?
can I call you Slim?
Sure.
Okay. Slim.
It's Steve.
Okay. We were in New York last week, and
You need a
we
cigarette
ate.
hanging out of your mouth.
I want one so bad. I admit, I still crave cigarettes, and especially when I've been watching a lot of movies with a lot of smoking, and there's been a lot of smoking in movies lately.
Yeah.
I'll get over it. We went to a restaurant in New York City that you found called Dr. Clark.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Clark was a Hokkaido style Japanese restaurant in
Chinatown.
Chinatown, technically Chinatown. And they were serving shoyu sours. And so we're going to make a
Not
shoyu.
Steve Clark. But thanks.
Steve Clark.
Maybe. You know,
Clark
what am I-
Steve or
Doctor.
Steve Clark.
Dr. Stephen Clark. All right, Stephen Strange. All right.
Steve
Stephen
Irwin.
Strange
Steve
isn't the
Irwin.
same as Steve.
Stephen is definitely different from Steve. Anyway, so we're going to make a shoyu. The interesting thing, which I had not known about shoyu in New York, is
You can sell it as a wine. Because another place we went that served shoyu was a cafe that I did a year and a half ago named Porcelain over in Ridgewood. And they only have a wine and beer license. And they were doing cocktails. Well, not cocktails. They were cocktails.
they're totally cocktails.
A Negroni. And even though it was early in the morning or early-ish in the morning,
So
we made him. I'm right there with you. We asked him to make us. Hi, Mike. You're probably not watching.
no.
Sampling of the cocktails, and Alton, Steve,
Hi, Slim.
tell them what you think about the cocktail that they made.
what?
Think about the cocktails, the porcelain.
So the cocktails that they were making at Porcelain were some of the best cocktails I've had in a really long time, and they were all based on shoyu. Which the funny thing is that we're talking about this one we lost the label to. You know, you're talking about an alcohol content of anywhere from like 14 to 50. So it can have a much higher content
This
than
explains
a
how
lot
the
of
shoe
wines. But usually they're no higher than a really, really strong beer. I mean, maybe 20%. Anyway, the thing is that then provides a really nice spirit flavor, very neutral, like vodka, except it's made from rice. But it's basically like saying you can have weak vodka on a wine menu, but you can't have vodka
Yeah.
So thank you, New
Thank
York.
you, New York.
For doing that. But what it does is it really does point
The
up to
liquor
the
board
fact.
isn't watching, so they're like, wait a minute, we didn't catch it. Wait, whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Damn it.
Shoju, of course, primarily South Korean spirit made from
Japan
rice.
does have their own version.
And
Shoshu, which I thought
right.
we
We have used it. We used it.
so we must have it. Well, I know that's the shoju, but we had
It's
the
the same
shoshu.
thing. No, same
No,
thing.
but I thought we had a bottle of the. We made something Japanese. You guys can tell us. And we use. That's the same stuff.
Yeah, we use the same stuff.
Okay.
Shoju.
I know
You say
back to the
shoju.
office.
I say soju. No, this is. It went back. I don't know why it went back to the office. Look, I
You were
don't.
drinking it on the way to work.
The thing is that we can make very refreshing summertime cocktails that aren't too. See, my problem is that I like to drink quite a bit.
Checking. I heard it, and then somebody else said.
It's talking to me. So we'll turn it down just a little so it doesn't goosh all over the wall. But we do need to get it done because we're going to cook. So this is a great way to build beverages without having massive ABV. So I'm going to...
Massive.
But we're still going to drink a shit ton.
Not none. We don't have.
So I'm going to go... You want to go equal? No, you don't want to do that. I have fresh squeezed orange juice here, which is pretty sour where we've been shopping. So I'm not going to sweeten this at all because it's supposed to be a sour.
I do have to. Not to be party pooper.
You're going to be...
Vitamin C and alcohol are a bad combination for me.
Because you have iron issues.
Yeah.
Will you just taste it and then I'll
I
drink
will
the rest of it?
definitely taste
And then
it,
you can
and I'm
drink.
sorry- I'm
You can
sorry
drink more wine out
to
of
do that. I'm just trying to be.
the Eastern glass.
Why? Because I'm
I
not ready
am
for the
sorry.
tour.
I am sorry. I
It's
was not
okay.
thinking
You
about.
can't- Again, this is like the conversation we had a couple weeks ago. You can't remember or know, and but I want to try it, and it's great. I have red wine.
I'm going to top this off with some soda. Actually, I got the wrong glasses.
What
Can we
glasses do you
drink?
want?
Can we drink them out of cocktail glasses anyway? Because it makes me feel like I'm
It's
drinking.
pretty. Yeah. Cocktail glasses make you feel like you're drinking, but highballs or what should it be in?
This would normally be in a.
I keep looking at the wrong. I'm sorry, I can't find the camera.
You what?
There you are. The camera. I keep looking. I'm out of practice.
Why don't you stand over here?
No, I'm
And
fine.
then you won't be where all the words are.
Well, I don't care about the words.
There.
Oh, see, Dutch angle.
There we go.
Or whatever angle this is. This is more Dutch. It's not as extreme as my Lithuanian.
Your Lithuanian angles are pretty.
Let's
We're
put it
using
in.
the wonderful shaker strainer combo from Singapore. Thank you.
Yes, Singapore people, thank you.
So I'm going to serve you
you can
and then take away. We're going to top off with a little soda water. We are using Topo Chico. No, they don't represent us. No, we don't have any sponsors.
This.
We have no sponsors.
Yes, we
Could
have
it-
no sponsors.
Which glass would you like?
This is more good.
Cheers.
And it's ribbed for my pleasure.
Ribbed for.
Well, it's more like it's not ribbed. It's
That is damn tasty. I realize what's going on with the light. It's that hydrangea thing. Is making a shadow. See that? So I have to adjust it.
it's like a safety dance. You doing a safety dance? Well, I'm not adjusting the flowers.
No, I didn't expect you to. I'm adjusting the light.
Not adjusting the flowers. Better? Wow. Lit. Speaking of lit,
Hi.
Lighted.
See, I can still hide in the shadows if I
is it
want.
lighted or lit?
Technically, it's lighted.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Like lying down,
So-
lying down. Do we do the cheersy thing? Did we do the cheersy?
Better to be a gentleman.
That is really tasty, and it tastes like
It's just like orangeade. It's like knee-high. If
Yeah.
it had a couple of drops of
Dangerous,
vanilla in it
probably.
and a little bit of. Do we have any togarashi?
I don't know. What's the moth situation?
The moth situation is not as dire as it usually is.
Oh, here it is.
But it's not. Let's try a dash of togarashi. Not a dash, like grains of togarashi on this.
Really?
I'm
What's that going to wake up?
togarashi curious. Well, there's a lot of citrus in togarashi.
Really? I never really. That's my...
Really slim.
Okay, Steve. Lay it on me, Steve.
Oh, I'll lay it on you.
Steve-O. Well, okay, another Steve, of course, who is Life Aquatic Steve. Zizou. So, that's an obvious. You know what's starting? Well, it's in cans.
We didn't get invited again to Cannes.
He hates
I don't know.
cans.
All right, let's try
Get
this.
it?
So we now.
He hates cans. Get it? Anyone else get it?
I guess if I'm going to go to Cannes, I'm going to have to make a movie.
Con. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's there.
That's just something a guy never wants to hear. I mean,
It's just laying there on
it's
top.
there.
It's just laying there on top.
It's just.
No, I mean, more is not necessarily better. What are all the? I haven't. You know, it's funny.
These are sesame
Togarashi-
seeds.
Okay, thank you.
They're not ticks. They're not deer ticks.
It's spicy. A little. I think. Oh no. Okay, now it's coming out. It's coming up. It
Is there something we need to talk about?
No, it's.
Because I'm not aware of a problem.
No, it's that it adds something. A little something, something.
The nice thing about this kind of cocktail is that you can drink these all night.
It'll numb your lips. Yeah, you can drink it all night and then you can feel terrible in the morning.
Which point? That's tomorrow. The world could end. Would you like some more of your wine since I'm going to now drink this?
Dry wine, Dry Farms wine.
Is this the one that you're having?
Yes. So I do a Dry Farms wine. We talked about this. They're the no irrigation, and the grapes suffer greatly, so therefore they make more resveratrol.
Would you like stem?
No, this is how people, like you go to Italy, people drink
Show off
wine.
the Eastern Glass. Huge fan of the
Yes.
defunct airline.
Yeah, there they are. There it is. Eastern Airlines. That's how I used to go to New York as a little girl. The Eastern shuttle, right, Mom? Hi, Mom.
They had the best stationery.
They had stationery. I do. And
Blue
pens.
sheets about Yay, and it was embossed across the bottom with the logo. It was fantastic. I used to get sheets of the station. I used to have some up till just a few years ago. I've got a thing about when airlines were cool and elegant and first class was groovy, and you could sit in the back and smoke. There's that theme again.
Smoking.
Smoking. Terrible, filthy, horrible habit.
Steve. Did Humphrey Bogart die of...
Yep. Laryngeal cancer.
Wow, there's a shock.
Or what, like 50? He didn't even make it to 60, did he? Did Bogey make it to 60? Yeah, cigarettes.
Eatly.
What?
Eatly.
Eatly.
Someone said, Eatly. This is how you drink an Eatly.
Well, it's because they would knock it over otherwise. There's not a lot of stemware in Italy. So, what do you want to talk about before we start dinner? What's new?
We went to a movie. I mean, I never, again, I know,
Did.
there were things like sitting in the movie theater thinking, I honestly never thought we might do this. I never honestly thought this would be a thing we could do. And walking around New York, completely unencumbered by maskdom. You know what's also funny is seeing people that I may have met during the COVIDs and never actually having seen their face.
Nope.
And it's like, oh, there you are.
Wow, I thought you were going to be much handsomer. Let's
People
go with
with
the mask.
beards,
Stick with the
people
mask.
without beards.
Whoa, let's stick with the mask. Back on. Back on with the mask.
You know, it's like,
They might be
oh,
thinking
it's like,
the same thing of us, though, those people.
yeah,
So.
that's probably possible. It's just interesting how it's like, oh,
You have a face.
You have a face, and also expressions. Like people, it's so important getting the whole face.
Instead of
You know,
just
I think we all learned
judgy
how
eyes.
we all learned how to smize with our eyes, but it got a little. I think we're all a little more wrinkled because of it. Now we're like uber smile with the eyes. Like I'm really trying to smile at you through my mask.
Now I just have to remember that I can't make faces at people anymore because I used to do that. when I had a mask, I could make faces. Now I can't. I was never making faces at you. Never.
Well, usually when I was with you, we didn't have masks on. Well, that's not true in public.
The ghee is gurgling away.
It's gurgling.
I'm going to show the ghee because it's now changing color. As you can see, darker now as the water cooks out and the milk solids begin to brown.
A little bit darker now.
So not ghee. Actually won't really be ghee by the time that we're done with the show. It usually takes an hour, but I'm going to fake it.
Most people that watch this are more informed cooks than I. But we've talked about this. Clarified butter. Why clarified butter is healthier theoretically.
Well, ghee. So if you take butter and you cook out the water,
okay,
and strain off the foam off the top, you can call it clarified. And it'll have a higher smoke point, but you're still going to have a fair amount of the milk solids in there. Health proponents of ghee, which has had almost all of the milk solids removed, we've gotten some color from them. We brown them, steal their caramelization, and then remove them.
Okay.
The general feeling is that is somehow healthier. I don't know why.
Is it the hydrolyze? Is this the whole hydrogenated? Okay.
Well, it's not hydrogenized. That's a bad thing.
Right.
So hydrogen in water is good, but hydrogen in fats is bad.
So
Crisco
if you get rid of the water, that's the answer then. If you get rid of.
But it's not just getting rid of the water. We're getting rid of the solids. I think that's what people are usually wanting to get rid of. Is they're saying that the milk solids are bad. They just want the pure fat.
And ghee is
what we're gonna have
Indian,
here.
right? Originally.
Yes.
Other cultures did it too.
Yes. A lot of cultures do it.
But we know that. I mean, ghee is an Indian word, and they're all sacred about their cows. I don't even know if they do cow milk.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I guess they do.
They do. They do cow milk. Okay. So ideally, this would go for probably another 40 minutes. But when we get done, when we get ready to cook, we're just going to take it. I'm just going to go. I'm going in.
Our sound is so messed up. Why do some people say the sound is not?
Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Maybe it's when we turn around like that. I don't know. We go
Comes
weeks.
and goes. I need a new phone already. It's done some weird things.
It's a phone. It's a phone.
A little staticky randomly.
Okay. Well, we can't worry about that. So just watch us. My voice isn't that great anyway.
And we will. And so here's the thing about the closed caption, by the way.
Yes.
Because we got into it about this. So I was like, turn on the closed caption. Like, it's on YouTube. If YouTube, you're paying attention at all, which you're not. They're the ones that actually have to turn it on. We have given full permission for closed captioning.
The AI has to do its thing because you can't provide caption, and we don't have a stenographer. Do you see a stenographer? There's nobody here. Scabs, why can't you? Useless.
She's working out.
So the AI has to do it. She is working out a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're gonna cook. So here's the way this works.
What are we making?
We kind of just chicken paillard. What are you making?
Kale salad.
Kale. Because.
Oh, hail. I haven't made kale on this in a while.
Out of my. Hey, I love that kale. It makes. Wow.
You know, there are worse things.
There's worse things than having massive.
No, but also things that do that more. Yeah. Kale.
Kale doesn't actually give me any troubles. I'm just being a smartass. I'm sorry. You don't need any more of that from me than you already get.
I already get.
So I'm going to do a chicken paillard, and she's going to make a kale salad. How should we do this? Because we're going to occupy a lot of the same space at the same time. How long does it? What are you going to do?
My usual, as one person said, I'm a one-trick pony. I'm actually not.
Who
but on
said
the show
that?
I am.
Who said that?
Salad-wise. But what a trick they said. It was very complimentary. I actually do things other than salad, but
She makes great soups. She makes
For
very good
us.
salad.
salad is kind of, I'm the salad.
You make better salads
the
than I
show.
do. That's for damn sure. So when we're on tour in a couple of months, it's going to be like salad from the bus we are going to be doing an entire new series of shows from our tour bus. And salads will be a big part of it. Maybe we'll bring
BQ.
It can be like a hydroponic
bus
farm
kitchen
on the bus.
What's it called? BQQ?
I don't know.
Barbecue.
We're gonna have to get some kind of really fancy, Wi-Fi cell thing, so that we can do it and remove it.
Like the people that track the UFOs as they drive around the country, or like the
storms and stuff.
stormtroopers.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
People. We should get in a storm chaser bus.
Well, those are small
You guys
and
have
ugly.
equipment laying around? Rolling QQ. I like it.
It'll be rolling QQ, and are you gonna have time to? I'm hoping that you're gonna, like redo the bus interior.
Oh, I'm gonna Mac out the bus.
Like that means pillows.
No,
and
I
some
can Mac it
rugs.
out more than that. Wait, I mean,
What I
can
want is
have it reupholstered.
Reupholstered. But if we could get like a runner rug that goes right down the middle, so that like when Scabs is on it, if the bus driver slams on the bus, the whole thing will just slide, and we can like.
I want a
that'd be
bus. This is
fun.
like from Bugs Bunny or something. Like I want a bus that like when the door opens, the carpet goes.
I can make that happen. I can make sure we can have a red carpet coming out of the tour bus. Anyway, we'll be doing our show.
If you buy a bus,
I'm not going to buy. Those buses are like $1 million.
I don't like them like that.
All right, you can get a shitty one, like one left over from Lord of the Dance, for probably like.
I don't want to.
I've heard stories about those folks.
That's a firebomb.
I know people that toured with them.
That's a firebomb bus.
One time I had that has gotten much. I had one of Willie Nelson's tour buses.
Try replugging the mic. We don't have a mic.
We don't have a mic. Go watch something else. I had one of Willie Nelson's tour buses one time, and they said that it takes a long time to fumigate. They have to fumigate those buses because Willie likes to.
I think that we should like make a signature smell that you infuse the bus with, that people are like, oh my God, the Alton Brown bus.
Why don't we, one of the things you learn about touring is
Like
you bring
curry.
candles. You bring candles because buses smell funny. And I don't mean ha ha ha. I mean, so you bring some kind of scented candle to make it not be so funny. So maybe what we need to do is we need to come up with our own scent. It will not be turmeric. I'm putting my foot down right now.
That's because curry is like the thing that you can't.
Why don't we
get
just
rid of.
cook curry all the time?
All the time.
Let's have a pot of curry on all the time.
Curry Paris.
And then if the
also
bus
good.
wrecks, we'll have to throw the bus away because there'll be curry everywhere. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna cook curry
Bacon. This
all the
is
time.
good.
All the time. Do we need this later?
Curry. Drakkar Noir. Someone said Hugo Boss one. Drakkar Noir is the one. That
We'll
I, like,
spill.
just Run.
We'll spill a bottle of
bottle.
Halston. We'll spill a bottle of Halston Z14.
Oh my God. I have to like have gas mask. I'm like,
Elizabeth. Be like Bane. Darkness. I was born in darkness. All right, so gurgle on ghee. And then we'll get on to the rest of this. Now, I have stuff that I got to do because I gotta pound some meat.
I want to see you pound some meat.
Well,
I'm gonna be pretty.
I'm
quick
gonna need
about
another
mine.
drink for that.
I'm gonna be pretty quick about my here.
It's gonna take me a while to pound the meat.
Here, I'm gonna. Hello, people. Hi, people. We're gonna. I'm
not gonna pound my meat. That's a lot of melt.
Flowers. Yeah, see, they're pretty exuberant. No, they're just showing. They look like fireworks, don't they? Speaking of fireworks,
Oh my God.
did you guys see the New York? Here, there's the Lithuanian. Do you see why I do the Lithuanian? Because this way, it's a much more pleasing shot to those of you without inner ear issues. Okay, so here he goes. So he's making the. I'm closing up here. Closing up with your. You're making your beverage, a bevy. Hoof-headed. So New York had some pretty spectacular fireworks, which we didn't see. Why didn't we see them, Alton? Steve?
We didn't see them because, long story short, we didn't see the
Exception
fireworks because we had to stay home with our dog.
This dog.
Because
This
she
dog is really cool about fireworks.
Petrified.
This one is terrible about fireworks. Scabs. clappers. But she wasn't into it.
She is terrified of fireworks.
Yeah.
And when the fireworks started, it was like we were being firebombed. It was the most intense fireworks I've ever heard in my life. It was.
It wasn't like.
Its head offensive. It was. I was like, and we heard later that some people that had been there watching had had hearing damage, had to go to the hospital. So, way to go, New York! Kick ass. We like that. Next time we won't bring the freaking dog because she would have. We could have left her and gone out and seen the fireworks, but when we came back, there would have been something waiting for us in the bed.
Several things, probably. Over-modulating.
Several loose things. Look.
How are we over-modulating?
Guys, we don't know what's wrong with the freaking phone, okay? It's the same phone we always use. It's probably a YouTube problem. Just turn up the music and...
I'm going to blow into the phone.
Blow into the microphone. I don't think that's it.
Solar flares. Baby's lost a lot of weight, people say. It's fine, other people say. Bourbon scented, yes, all the things.
So I'm going to admit to the worst culinary sin that I've ever admitted to on camera. I bought skinless, boneless thighs because it was the only thighs that the natural store had. And I'm really uncomfortable. This whole label really bothers me. Where is this man leading this child, or is the child leading the chickens? But they're good. Farmer Focus. I don't know what the hell kind of name that is. I would prefer to just buy a chicken. This is not the way I like to buy things, but I was in a hurry because, they mentioned that we have no staff. See, we don't have help. It's not like, you! What is your name? I don't care. Go get me a chicken. Just go. We don't have that.
No, you went to the store yourself.
I went to the store myself, yes.
Sometimes I go to the
store. And forgot several things. And look, we pulled that off and it still looks like this. So I have to get to
someone's wanting
some meat calendar.
Old man.
Well, I freaked him out with my loud talk. It's okay. It's okay. Nobody's mad at you. Nobody's mad at you. Now, I guarantee you, if I touch food without washing my hands, people are going to be like, oh my God, it's so gross, she didn't wash her hands. All right, I'm going to wash my hands.
He's actually going to wash his hands like a real person.
Oh, look at me, I'm washing my hands.
Here he is, hand washing. Sound is really bad.
Look, guys, you can't do anything about the sound, okay? Stop talking to us about the sound. Call your local YouTube, and complain about the price that you're having to pay for this. Oh, that's right. It's free. We can't do anything about it. It's the same phone, okay? We're not responsible for the goddamn signal going out of the phone onto the interwebs.
Now it's Jack, not Steve. I just need a new phone. That's what it is. I need a new phone.
This is starting to smell nice and brown. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do.
Can you smell it? Smell-o-vision.
This is Pyard. Has to be pounded flat.
And you're the man to do it. Just
Slim.
Steve. Oh, Steve.
So I'm going to pound my thighs super flat. Then I'm going to do it in a bag.
I don't know if the phone got wet.
The phone didn't get wet. The phone's fine. It's just a bad YouTube night. Blame YouTube. Blame Google. It's what I do. We won't talk. I'm good with that.
Bag.
Oh, sorry, I burped.
Did you hear that, people? Fine people? It's not the internet connection. If it were the internet connection, we wouldn't be able to hear Arctic Outpost Radio. Buster. I'll call you Buster now. Oh, see? This might be your next career. The silent screen.
Gluten-free. This is the Alton Brown Good Eats gluten-free flour mixture. Why?
Me.
Because I want to support the fact that my wife has dietary limitations, and we all eat too much freaking gluten.
Yes. Oh.
I don't want your wine. We hear it.
near the activity. Much better now. Who's sorry now? Okay. Have you guys made paillard before? Look at that. Have you guys made paillard? Yay, gluten free.
Actually-
What?
Don't pay attention to me.
It's hard to resist you. It's hard to. Oh, I see. What are you gonna do?
Well, I didn't salt and pepper it. I should have salt and peppered it before I put it in the bag. This hand's contaminated
Why?
because I touched chicken.
Oh, I see. Yes, I missed that. Keto for 3.5 years is that's a commitment. I like
This is much harder than it looks.
Okay.
I really
He's
need
like,
to use
he's
my
on
hand.
one foot. Look at him. You were like, that was very balletic. That was lovely. And vegan. You know, I think this is interesting. You have vegan fans. Did you know this? And I think it's funny or interesting because you're so meat centric.
I'm meat centric.
Yes. Well, I mean, the OCD is killing me. Balletic. I don't
never
know.
thought of myself as meat centric.
Balletic. Sure. I just made it up, but it's not really a word. Oh, tell you about the chucks. I bought them these chucks. These are fancy. No, I'm showing them your chucks. We're busy. Fancy chucks with a ring. Don't even talk about the ring. Don't want to hear about the ring. It's good for pulling on and pulling off. Easy access. Yeah, chucks. There. Okay. So why do you spray? Okay. Why is it weird that fans are vegan? Because he does so much meat. I think it's great. I'm really happy to hear it. And he doesn't do a lot of vegan recipes, by the way. Oh, I see. That's why. Can you hear that?
Can you fucking hear that?
Steve-O, go after it. Wait.
It's got like parts in it.
Yes. The spray bottle is a real thing in his life. There she is. There she is. All right. Question. You're using, what is that device? A pounder, probably. What's the name of what do you actually call that device? A pounder. That's what I did. But what if one does not have such a thing? I'm asking you, Alton. What if use a pan? Okay, if you don't have said device, use a pan. Yes, see, it's a unitasker. It's my phone.
This is not a unitasker. It can be a lot. This can do a lot.
It's a murder weapon.
I'm just
What else
dredging
can it
this
do?
lightly
And one other thing.
in the gluten-free flour.
It's a two-tasker. Okay. We may have caught him.
I have to do 2 more of these.
You might have caught him in a lie.
So notice I pound here. Can you? Oh, I've done it now.
Now you've done it. Okay, ghee cam.
Notice now that the bubbles are rising very rapidly up the side. We can't really get that down any further, but if you look at the side, that's the important part. You'll see that bubbles are rising really, really quickly as the solids fall. That means that we're getting close. At this point, you don't have to worry about it popping anymore because there's not enough water left in it to actually do that.
It does smell pretty good. The butter. Okay.
I'm gonna cook
Lithuanian.
all these.
Cook them all. I will slaughter all burgers.
The reason that your dog is hiding behind you because he's so scared of the noise.
Pounding.
I pound with some flour in the bag.
You did what? You pounded with some flour in the bag.
Because it helps to work it into the surface of the meat and helps
Makes
the meat
sense.
break down.
So I have a question because
This is some nasty ass shit.
what nasty ass shit is? Oh, the chicken. Question. So a lot of pounders have like the little tooth things on
These are
them.
tenderizers.
Okay.
Those are for breaking up like
Steak.
cube steak.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. We don't want to use that here because this is chicken, and we don't want to aggravate it to that degree.
Aggravate it. Aggravated meat.
The spritzer is for lubrication.
Aggravation.
don't wanna
Aggravated meat and
pound-
lubrication.
you don't
Pounded,
wanna
lubricated
pound
without
With
lubricating.
this much pressure,
Wow.
without some lube.
Okay.
See how it slides?
So did you get that, folks? Lubricate, then
Well,
pound.
I broke my bag.
Lubricate
I popped
and
my-
your back. So now we are no longer safe.
We're not safe
We are not
anymore.
safe anymore. We could have a little baby chicken. Okay. See, this is all.
Ordinarily, this would mean we've got to go to plan B.
Yeah, I'll leave that
that
alone.
work?
Heard. Dr. Clark, yes, I would recommend. We would both recommend Dr. Clark highly.
Although we were really irritated, no, we weren't, but we were disappointed that they didn't have the uni rice stuffed squid.
There were several things they didn't have, but you know what?
You know what? We're just lucky to have restaurants open in New York. And now, next week, we should really venture out here in Atlanta because we do live here. And we haven't been to many restaurants here. This is about the thickness we're looking for. The whole thing about paillard is you want to get a lot of crust, a lot of outer surface,
Now,
so that it cooks very, very quickly.
for your highly anal and OCD
I don't think we need to bring anal into
Viewers.
this situation.
no pounding with the anal. How many centimeters or millimeters thin was that?
I'm a man. How would I know? I'm going to try to pound 2 at once this time. This is a
Wow,
1-on-2
this is
situation.
2-on-1, and this is an expert level situation.
Don't try this at home.
Do not.
Just don't.
Just-
You're going to humiliate yourself.
Wow.
I didn't get enough flour, so I got it.
Yes, expert pounding, advanced expert pounding, and Alton's the man to do it. Oh, Steve. Sorry.
Oh, slam.
Pound it, baby.
Oh, that's looking good.
So ghee cam. Nothing like a man pounding his meat with a smile on his face. Well, chicken's not really meat, is it? Choke your chicken? I thought it was choke the chicken. Oh, I know. You're gonna get carpal tunnel or whatever.
Well, if I haven't already gotten it at this point in my life, why would I worry now?
That's okay. Good point. Why is there a watermelon on the counter?
Because it's
Why
where
isn't
else
there?
are we gonna go?
Why
What
isn't
do you
there?
want us to do with it?
It's summer. There should always be a watermelon on the counter.
Why is there a watermelon on the counter? What kind of freaking question is that? Where do you live that you don't have a watermelon
Yeah,
on the counter?
that's the bigger issue.
What's the bigger issue?
That someone who doesn't have a watermelon on
Yeah.
the counter. And that's a
Highly
mini
suspect.
seedless. Now what you doing? Okay, you're breading,
Just a little.
fluffing.
I've never done this with the gluten-free mixture, so we'll have to see it. Oh, this I don't like this.
Stop addressing the haters. Those aren't haters. We're answering a question for them.
Who are haters?
I don't know. Someone said stop addressing the haters. I am addressing the question. That's why you asked them.
We have haters?
No, someone told me to stop addressing the haters, but I'm just addressing
I thought
the
they were just people
question.
with really small penises.
I don't know. Ta-da! You missed that. Could you reenact that?
missed my. I did a dance move and you missed it.
Can you? You know who that reminded me of? The Big Lebowski. Not the dude, the neighbor.
Oh.
He was kind of the same.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be there.
He did go. So
So I'm going to remove all
removing all
possible
chicken situation.
cross-contamination chicken issues, so that you can feel free to make your salad.
Kale up.
Scale up.
Kale up. Okay, so how many thighs?
I've got 4 thighs,
4 thighs.
which isn't quite a party. 5 thighs.
You gotta have that odd thigh out.
Well, I like that. I like the odd thigh.
Okay, well I'm going to I'm gonna kale up. No, but he's gonna do his thing. So, Mr. Brown. Uh-oh. Sorry.
I'll take care of that. Hi, we're back. We're here. If I had to have a cocktail with either John Malkovich or Gary Busey, who would I choose? I think I'm going to have to go with Gary Busey. I'm just going to have to go with Gary Busey because John Malkovich would be too busy trying to be interesting. And I think I've got to go with Busey because Busey would just be like batshit crazy, which would be a lot more fun. Whoa, somebody else had a question that looked good. Someone on another show used potato starch for chicken coating and gluten-free. Absolutely fine. I just don't have any of that here. Oh, by the way, I should probably mention, I think at 9, is it the last, does anybody know, is it the last of my Chopped tournament? Is that the final tonight? Is that it? Does anybody know? Is it the last of them? I don't know. I know that it's the final Good Eats episodes tonight. Final. Ever. But that doesn't mean I'm done. But I don't know about the, wait. There's an awful lot of, so excited. Okay, so it is, tonight's the final. Fantastic. Multitasker, coffee, scented candles, please. No, I think we're gonna go with the ghee. Scabs is snoring. You guys, no, you can't hear anything. Oh, somebody said they didn't think it was the final.
No?
They say it's the number 4, so there's going to be another one after this. That makes sense because there were only 8 Good Eats episodes left after the House That Dripped Chocolate. Yes, there won't be any more Good Eats, but there'll be something else. There'll be something else, and if you like Good Eats, you will like the next thing. Oh, check this out. So this is the way the ghee at about 90% done. 75% done. See, all the milk solids are on the bottom now, and the bubbles are rising very quickly, but there's no browning yet. So really, ideally, I'm gonna wait till the last freaking minute. The problem is, I don't have a lot of minute left because it's already, well, you guys told me not to worry about the time, so I'm not going to. Wait, when will we be forming a song again? You wanna do a song next week?
We have one we've been wanting to do.
We do. We have one that we've been wanting to do. We've been really, really busy and haven't. She's got a new bass. It's very sexy, but it hasn't come yet. We bought it. We bought it in New York. It's old, like me. Wait, have I ever made beer again after the Good Eats episode? Yes, I have. What is the next thing called? I'm not going to say. I'm not at liberty to say. Gasp a song. I don't know what that means. Food Network is. Don't worry about the time. Yes, okay. We're not going to worry about the time because let's face it. If you guys haven't gone out at this point, you're not probably going to. Wait. Okay. Well, thank you. That's kind of a private message. I'm not going to read that, but you're very, very welcome. I'm glad. Am I going to see Roadrunner?
Starts on Friday. It's got a Modern Lover song. Roadrunner, Roadrunner. So.
Let me ask you a question. Would Bourdain have gone to see Roadrunner?
Good point. Not in public.
I don't know. I'm afraid that there's going to be things that just pisses me off. I've never talked, and you know what? And I'm not going to. Steve Zissou, yes.
So what would your, Roadrunner, obviously they showed that.
Wait a second. Where's the kimchi? Really?
In the fridge.
Go ahead, sweetheart.
Well, so Modern Lovers are from Worcester, Massachusetts. I'm assuming Bourdain really liked them because that's the song. And yeah, I know he was on the road a lot. What would your movie theme song and maybe name of the movie be?
Oh my God, that's so good.
That was really good.
Oh, wow.
Is that the original kimchi?
This is the original kimchi. It's been in the back of the fridge. And let me tell you something. This smells like George Clinton's guitar strap. It's so funky.
It's not even
kinds
good.
of terrible things happening in here. For instance, I'm pretty sure that's not good anymore.
We went away for a week. Oh my God. I can only imagine what their microphones were sounding like now. Wow. I don't even try anymore. Yes, hug it. I don't even go in there. That is your
Domain.
domain.
So if you hire me for a cameo, you'll get to see more of that kind of thing. I've been doing a lot of cameos lately, always featuring stuff that's gone bad in the refrigerator. So.
That's your favorite topic. So we just let things go. Somebody, the last show, was like, Elizabeth, put back those blackberries. I'm like, yeah, they're like the moneymaker.
The blackberries are still in there.
They're like, well, I can't believe she put back the blackberries.
They've shriveled up the size of a matchstick, but they're still there.
I'm over it. As long as the mold is not escaping.
The mold is not escaping.
Yeah. So that's why I put them back. Not because I'm stupid, but because I'm smart.
She's not stupid. So the ghee continues.
And I'm tearing the kale. And no, I didn't tenderize it.
Well, we've had discussions about whether that's valid or not. Whether the rubbing of the kale really does that much. I rub my kale, but given where this whole evening's gone, I'm really not willing to talk anymore about my personal.
Rubbing up the kale.
All right, I guess I'll start heating up.
I know why I don't.
I'm gonna start heating up the pan.
Okay, heating up a pan now.
I'm gonna heat up the pan. We're gonna have
people are watching me.
Man.
They probably want to watch you, not me, shred.
Well, maybe I don't want them to see me.
Don't rub your kale too much. Why are you gonna mystery man? Okay, he doesn't want you to see him because what kind of watermelon? It's like a seedless. I didn't used to do the seedless. I don't usually like seedless. I know, but these have gotten really good recently.
Well, I haven't had a really good watermelon in like 3 years.
What?
No, we haven't had a really good. The other reason that I really like the togarashi is that it's got black sesame seeds in it, so I don't see the bugs that have died in the glass. It all looks like seeds.
I think our most
the ghee is looking like.
It's very pretty over there happening. It's like a science experiment. It's good.
It's not bad.
It's quite good. Okay, I'm making this really tiny because, so watermelon sucked recently. I don't know. I think they're pretty good. Orgasmic, no, but good.
I haven't had a watermelon orgasm in years.
Do you?
The thing is drilling the hole. Why
don't you back away slowly there?
Comedic effect.
Steve.
Slim.
Is there a melon that you like better than watermelon? Because cassava is.
There's two that I like especially.
Okay. I don't think they qualify.
What?
I don't think they qualify. Melons, the tiny ones.
I like a real cantaloupe.
I like a real honeydew.
Honeydews never taste like anything to me.
They so totally do. And what's the Italian when you go to Italy? Italy.
Italy. When you go to Italy.
You drink the red wine.
I don't know, but I'm sure it's better because everything in Italy. is better.
Yeah.
So I have put
Watermelon cocktail.
a massive black 12-inch skillet over high heat.
That's a 12-inch, boys and girls. It looks like 3 feet to me. It's quite big.
It's
so big.
I'm gonna let that get really hot. That's standing by. My chicken is standing by. What will I finish it with? Well, I'm not gonna treat this like an actual piccata. That's a big melon. So I'm not gonna use capers. So it's gonna hit it with some lemon juice, I guess. You know, you got this Batarga in here, sweetheart.
I know.
You want? Okay.
I'm gonna get
Are
it out.
you gonna Batargatize our?
I'm gonna Batargize the. Is there some faux pas with doing? I'm like loosening.
Oh, we're
up-
both.
loosening.
Look at
up
that. We're both touching. I only need half of mine. So do you want? Let me feel that one. Do you like to feel that one better?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's use that one. We'll save this one.
This one's got more juice going on. I've always done this. I don't know if that's the right thing to do or not, but I've always done it.
I don't think there's any rules against it.
I mean, it kind of loosens up the other one really had a super thick skin, so which is why I did that. I was doing that at the time. Targa.
Ghee checkup. Looking pretty good. Still not really browning on those liquid shed.
Get creative.
Scabs. Scabs.
Tunes. Looney Tunes.
Yeah, don't stress yourself. Don't stress
So
yourself.
I'm actually getting creative.
This melon's getting in my way. So tell us what you're doing. Can you show the Batarga to the folks at home?
So
This is a smoked cured
this
mullet roe.
Batarga, smoked pure mullet roe, and this is from, and we've pushed them before, but I know they don't pay attention to us at all.
They don't
It's
really
from
exist.
Marshallburg, whatever they are, farms they call themselves, in North Carolina, and they do really sustainable caviar, which is quite good, and they also do sturgeon and smoked sturgeon, and they do Batarga. So smoke that Petrosian.
Hey, don't talk bad about Petrosian.
I'm not, but I'm just saying, these guys use all the fish, and they're sustainable and all the other good things. So we like them very much.
All right, I'll bifurcate the
Bifurcate the linen. Okay.
There's your grater, so you can grate the Batarga when you.
Oh,
So Batarga, cured, sometimes smoked mullet roe. It's kind of the katsubushi of Italy.
oh my God.
Italy.
These blackberries are frightening.
Don't touch my blackberries.
I'm not going to touch. Believe me,
It's now an experiment.
Okay, here's the question.
Did you find something?
Garlic.
Garlic.
And I have been gifted some really nice garlic presses as of late.
I can't look.
I don't care.
So
That's a problem.
I'm about to apply a device.
You're applying a device. Ah, the screen.
We have a splatter screen. It's filthy. But I am going to use that because, and I kind of need to turn the hood on.
Put away.
So it's going to make some noise.
That's fine. They can't hear us anyway. Shouldn't bother them. You know?
Random items in our, this could be a whole show. Random items
Random freaking items.
in our, how many of these freaking things do you
People
have?
keep sending them to me. Thank you very much, the people that send them to me. And someone sent me a really beautiful, Stacy sent me a beautiful antique one, which I love.
We want to
Oh.
thank
Sorry.
this beautiful bedside drinking set, glass, carafe, vintage, was sent to us with explanations by the lovely Tracy and Phil. Is it Dubuck or Rubuck? From Camellius, New York. They wrote a lovely letter. They found this and decided to send this beautiful vintage drinking set to us. Thank you. We got some other gifts that have just come in, and we'll talk about those next week, including a shipment from a certain gin maker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pretty
Is
sure.
that what that was?
Pretty sure. All right, now I've got to harvest. I don't know how to do this while doing it all on camera. So this pan is hot. I think I should show them how I know when a pan is really hot.
You've done it before, in case they missed it.
Yep, I spit in it, and that's going to lose a bunch of viewers. I'm going to just, because this isn't really done yet. That foam shouldn't be there. I need to pull that out, but I don't have time. So that is not what ghee ought to look like. Yards down. I'm only going to do 2 at a time.
Got a pile down.
Whoa, hey!
Whoa. Now you're a professional.
Standing by with some lemon. So yeah, if I had taken time to strain that out, but it's not really done yet, there wouldn't be any brown in there at all. So some of that's burned, but it's fine. It's going to taste good. There you go.
Yeah.
What is everybody saying? What?
What? What?
Pale lard is better if you hug. That's.
What? I didn't even understand.
I don't either. Be careful. Don't hit that. That. I don't want to knock that over. It's flammable. So there we've got the salad. It's happening. The dressing is happening. Some garlic is going in. And of course, what is this? What the hell is that?
That's the target that kind of flaked off. And don't be nervous. Okay. Oh boy.
It tastes like Parmesan made out of fish grenade. And I'm here for it. These are very drinkable.
Yeah. A little too drinkable.
Not too drinkable, perfectly drinkable. Tongs. Hey, we still got some of that frozen chairman food in here. There's the teriyaki beef. There's the chairman when he had hair. I mean, I know how that feels. That stuff's pretty good, by the way. We keep that around. It's pretty good. Yep. Oh, more chairman. We got a lot of frozen chairman.
How's it going?
Good.
So would you consider this a healthy meal?
I would consider this any meal is a healthy meal if it's made with love. That was nauseating? Ooh, jeez.
But true. Love and a little bit of sarcasm. You're awfully quiet over there. help?
I don't know how you're supposed to balance this thing.
Okay. Salad's ready.
Okay, you can start plating. I'll be there. Don't wait on me. Don't wait on me. Rupa, tie on that bell now. Don't wait on me. I think if we're ever going to watch a movie with all these people, it should be Jaws. Because we could get Alex Cornishelli on the phone because it's her favorite movie as well. And we could, what? Well, Chinatown is neck and neck to Jaws. Jaws is my favorite summer.
Casablanca's her favorite.
Well, Casablanca followed by Jaws. I mean, we're all tied at the very top. She liked, you and I like Chinatown best, but Jaws for summer.
Well, we had friends who watched movies with them before, and we keep falling down in this promise.
I've never made a promise. I didn't make a promise. And I know some of you thought that I touched the raw chicken with these tongs. I didn't. You're wrong. So now we have ourselves an option. Okay? So that hot butter is like all over there. So what we can do, if we wanted to go with a piccata thing, we could take some of these, I'm gonna kill the heat. I'm also gonna kill the heat on the, watch this shit. Okay, that should have flamed up and it didn't. I was like, watch this. No, it didn't. Totally didn't. You know why? Because I had the flame off. Yeah, but now it won't because it's not really boiling anymore. And we're gonna hit it with
Limon.
and I don't care about the lemon seeds. I just don't care.
Another flambe. Oh, what are you doing to me here? All the capers. You do capers. You said you weren't gonna do capers, now you do capers.
I lied.
You said.
What? I don't lie to you on a regular basis. So we actually kind of are having piccata, but without the sauce. So.
So you need another plate because I'm not sure if I can 5 pieces of chicken.
I'm not, we only have four pieces of chicken. You guys thinking you want to party with me? You can't handle it.
No, there's a chip out of this one.
What? I don't know, my darling. We can wear the tear of our lives. This smells so good. Your dressing on your kale salad and my chicken paillard does not smell bad. It is not the same as a piccata.
It smells amazing.
Because it wasn't finished in broth to make its own gravy. So this is strictly, go for it, baby. Do your thing. Go.
Do my thing.
Well, you know.
Well, so you got so excited about the salad on pizza thing that we did.
Do you need a knife?
Yeah, I guess we will. But you were like, let's do it again with the salad on pizza. This is nice. The little capers were kind of fried.
It's like a choo-choo coming into the station.
So the idea was that we would do salad. He's busy. Look at that cute.
Deglazing my iron pan.
Deglazing. All right. So your idea was that you liked so much that you liked the salad on the chicken or salad on the pizza.
Yeah,
That you wanted to recreate.
salad on top of almost like you would do with a schnitzel. And this is basically, except that we didn't do an egg-style breading. We did flour, but we didn't do egg and breadcrumbs. So basically, you just end up with. Okay, don't look at that. You know, a nice weeknight dinner. What are you looking at? What do you fuckers want? Go away. You have dog food.
Oh my God, I hate her. Okay, are we ready
Yep.
to do this?
Yeah.
The caper smells so good, and the chicken smells wonderful, and the ghee smells really hot. Oh my God. Mmm. Oh my God. Oh.
Nicely done on the salad, Zima. They complement each other very well. I would serve this to guests. But we don't have guests.
Never had guests.
Ever. Nobody
So-
ever comes around.
Seriously, just take. Can you taste the salad or two?
I
What do you
did.
think?
Ate it right out of the bowl. What I especially like is, what did you use as heat?
Aleppo.
I taste cumin.
Yep.
Is there a smoked paprika in there?
There's a smoked salt.
Smoked salt. I'm really liking the Aleppo a lot. There's something else, but I don't know what it is.
Batarga.
The Batarga. Yes, but I meant spices. I definitely get the garlic. I said
You said cumin.
Yeah.
Sumac.
Ah,
You should know.
my favorite,
Of all
and yet
things.
I always miss it.
And the cheese is
Ricotta salata.
Manchego.
Shit.
Wow, these are very different cheeses.
It's just I brought home ricotta salata, so I thought.
No.
So I really love using the. I'm using the meat as a plate. You know, so you serve the salad on top of that, and that's you could add all kinds of things to that, and it's a good weeknight meal. And we've got 2 pieces of chicken left over. That Aleppo is talking to me. I love that stuff, and it's unfortunately been hard to find good Aleppo recent months.
Would that be with Diaspora or Spice House or?
Well, it's just that the Civil War in Syria
Right.
has made it really difficult to get that product out.
But the
People
other-
have had a really tough time.
Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. The other pepper that's not Syrian.
Urfa Biber, which is from right over the Turkish border.
Right. Okay. Got it.
But they're not the same. But
Well-
they're similar.
Together, I do think they make a really nice.
I'm glad I didn't season. Luckily, the capers don't get in the way of the cumin. It's a really nice mixture.
That's why I
We
got a
can
little
cook.
nervous when I saw it.
We can cook.
Yeah, this really is. I mean, we've
Is
done
this the
some
best-
really good meals,
Is this
but
the best meal that we've made? I mean, this is really tasty.
This is up there. Yeah. I never made.
This is up there with that pizza that we made in the waffle iron or whatever the fuck it was.
That's pizza. What are you gonna do?
Really, really good. So you guys could do this, obviously. Some chicken thigh, and this is gluten free.
But it doesn't taste it because there's a lot of butter. Well, ghee.
Still butter.
You call it
There's
ghee
fat
butter?
there.
Okay. It's fat.
It's fat.
And
Absolutely.
chicken thighs. Would you ever do this with chicken breast?
No. I would never send chicken breast to do the job of a chicken thigh. I don't like chicken breast. There's nothing about a chicken breast that I like. Nothing. Ever.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, Scabs. I don't like chicken breast. I
It's
mean,
too dry?
if I'm roasting a turkey, if I'm roasting a chicken, I'll eat it.
Yeah. And chicken salad.
Okay, chicken salad. It is superior in chicken salad.
Okay. But in terms of
So you know
cooking,
how we've made something that smells good.
this one.
What are you saying, Scabs? Geez, I think they're out of water. Scabs? What do you get paid by the minute?
I need my water.
All right. I think this is in our top 5.
Yeah, I would agree.
If I went to somebody's house for dinner, which never happens because nobody ever invites us to their house for dinner, ever.
True.
That's not true. We've been invited a couple of times.
Tommy and Jamie. I thought it was very
Our
brave.
friends Tommy and Jamie invited us in LA, and it was wonderful. Our friends Alan and Georgia invited us over once.
Oh, my mother will cook for you.
And your mother.
Brave woman.
But she forgets who I am from time to time. I'm kidding, Marguerite. Chicken thighs are awesome. If you're going to tell me that I could only eat one kind of meat
Ever?
for the rest of my life,
That'd be
I would
one?
definitely take chicken thighs.
Really?
No, hands down.
Huh.
I would take it over steak. I would take it over anything
Wow.
else because they are so versatile.
They are.
I didn't realize how hungry I was.
Yeah, the intermittent fasting thing has been kind of not by the wayside. We got to get back on that. There's the tour.
Well, we can't be it on Tuesday night because for me that would mean stopping eating at 7 o'clock, and we don't even do this.
Right.
Come to my house. Somebody's inviting us. You know, when we're on tour, people could invite us over.
No, we talked about this.
Oh, that's true. But this person is offering smoked brisket and a raspberry rum chiller. That's worth being late to the show, if you ask me. I would show up for that.
Come in hot. We could start the show at the house. Remotely.
We'll do it remote from other people's homes.
So we've gotten a lot of bowling recommendations. Bowling in Omaha, someone said. Yes, we've got lots of bowling recommendations, and we are not practicing at all. So we're
gonna
gonna.
have another?
No, I'm good. But so we're gonna suck.
We're gonna
That's
suck
okay.
so hard.
New Jersey. I don't know.
Jersey,
I won't even
Omaha.
look at the. I'm not looking at the schedule because I really don't.
Look,
wanna
if you
be-
want to know, we dropped new cities this past week. Go to altonbrownlive.com and look up the tickets. There have been some issues in the Northeast with scalpers, but there's still plenty of tickets available.
Really?
There always are.
What are the issues?
They buy all of the front row seats.
I mean, I guess that's what they always do.
I try to stop it, but it's
Isn't
hard.
that kind of a compliment? No? Okay.
I hadn't thought that. Oh, the salad recipe, please. Can you run through the salad again? One of her best. And she is the salad master. Far, far better than me. Walk them through it.
Garlic. Crushed garlic in the garlic press.
How many? How many?
2 small.
So 1 large clove would probably
Clove.
do.
Yeah. Manchego cheese, probably half a teaspoon to, probably 3/4 of a teaspoon to a teaspoon of cumin,
How much
Aleppo
manchego?
pepper, cumin, Aleppo pepper, smoked sea salt, like Malden would work. Which we didn't have another one. 1/4 teaspoon of sumac.
Which you can get from places like spicehouse.com. Not poison sumac out of the yard in the South. That's not the same thing.
Don't do that. Half a lemon, a very juicy lemon. And not quite, maybe 1/3 of a cup of olive oil. And then botarga. I shaved, I don't know how to say how much botarga I shaved.
How much manchego?
And probably 1/3-ish of a cup. Half, maybe 1/3 of a cup of manchego.
And how much kale went into that?
And probably about 12 leaves.
There was 1 head of dinosaur. No?
Not a full head.
Oh.
There's still half of it in there. Yeah. Dinosaur kale.
The flat stuff. I don't like the curly stuff. Do you?
It looks prettier, but it doesn't taste as good.
I don't like it. I don't like the texture. I've never been a fan. Once there are some leftover capers in the salad too.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you did capers. You just said you weren't going to.
I did say I wasn't going to. I changed my mind.
You're changeable. See, can't count on them. But I'm glad they didn't fight because I was like, oh shit, when I saw them.
Man,
Peppers.
that was good.
Really good. Really, really, really good. Really good.
We can cook. Shit.
That was just salt
So
and
you
pepper.
guys aren't here.
That was just salt and pepper. And the rice flour. What is it?
It's my gluten-free flour mixture, which has got rice flour, a couple different rice flours. They can get that online.
What would the difference be
Altobrother.com.
if this had been full gluten flour?
Yep.
What would the outcome? How different would the outcome have been?
I actually don't think it would be as good because regular flour tends to get gummy. For this kind of application,
Which is typically why I never, ever, ever think or order chicken paillard because it's usually.
well, technically chicken paillard actually is almost never dredged. It can be just pounded really thin and
What am I
seared
thinking of?
on a flat top.
Patata.
If we had the grill going, if I'd gotten the griddle going, but I know a lot of people don't have those, so I didn't. We could have just done. The main thing is to pound it super flat. There are some people who do dredge theirs. I know that when Jeffrey Zakarian, I don't know if they still have the Lamb's Club in New York, but I know that they dredge theirs in a little bit of flour. I think it just gives it better color, and in this case, a better texture.
Super. So why did you
So
go
good.
ahead and do the capers? Just because?
Because we had all that brown butter in the pan, and I was wanted
The
to take
natural thing to
advantage of it. It's
do.
like I want to make sauce, and I didn't have any cut up parsley, so there was a jar of.
The parsley might. Well, I wouldn't have thought the kale. No. Delicious.
You know what? But I should have asked you before I did it because you knew that the salad was going on top, and I could have thrown off everything. I apologize. I was not thinking about the big picture. I'm sorry.
It worked out fine.
The salad by itself, absolutely. I'm glad you used the manchego instead of Parmesan.
I think people don't think about manchego.
Is that because
It's
I
hard
didn't?
enough.
Is that because I didn't bring Parmesan home the way I promised I did?
Who did? You did, and the ricotta. No, I just wanted to do the manchego because
Manchego
I
is-
love manchego. It's one of my favorite cheeses. It's super nutty.
Manchego is, especially aged Manchego, is one of the cheeses that is most overlooked.
Here, pick him up.
You want me to pick him up?
Yes.
Let's get out here, buddy.
Look.
He doesn't want to be picked up. He clearly doesn't want me to touch him. He doesn't trust me. Perfectly fine. I don't
And
trust
he's
him.
got those.
Okay. Kind of food scientist that also perfects well-known and most liked dishes. I don't know, the best documentary ever. Really? Are you
is
guys talking about the,
Which one?
I don't know. How is MoMA? So
pretty good.
we are, we're,
It was just nice to go.
Museum
and not have you have to have
hogs.
your mask on. Obviously,
you have to have
still.
masks on. I wanted to see the automobile show. I have a little bit of a problem, especially with vintage automobiles, and so Elizabeth got us tickets to the Automania show, which was underwhelming. They didn't have any cars. You would think if you're going to have a show called Automania, you'd have a shit ton of cars. No, they had like 6 cars. I mean, they were great, but not.
And you made a new discovery.
What was my
about
discovery?
A new museum, gallery, restaurant experience.
The Neue, yeah, the Neue. If you're in New York, check out the Neue Gallery. Mostly Austrian, Viennese art from the turn of the century. Pretty fantastic. And the restaurant downstairs, the cafe for breakfast, they have a breakfast dish that is sausage and pretzels.
So there.
Boom, for the win. And then you can follow that up with some strudel. So
Strudel.
why wouldn't you do that?
Strudel.
Francis.
Mr. Boy.
All right, wait, somebody's saying something about Auto Museum. I have not been to the Auto Museum in Reno. I certainly know of it. I've been to some pretty great ones. Of course, there's a great one in LA. There's a great one outside of Birmingham, Alabama.
There is?
Oh, yeah. Oh, they do
know
restoration. Oh, hell yeah. Motorcycles and cars. Actually, mostly motorcycles. Peterson in LA is the great car one. Anyway, Auto Museum. Whoa, there's one in Nashville? I didn't know about the one in Nashville.
Huh.
So we continue making this show, even though most of you guys are no longer locked down. We were doing it because we like it. We like having you guys into our home. It's to see our craziness, to know that our lives are just as crazy as yours, that we cook under the same, what?
We do cook other nights. We cook at the lake a lot.
She gets up at the lake and lights the grill at like 9 in the morning. She grills breakfast. Am I the luckiest guy?
Also, cinnamon toast. So we cook at the lake because.
But you don't grill the cinnamon toast. You do make me
would.
cinnamon toast. So I had never had cinnamon toast before, and then she made me cinnamon toast a couple months ago, and it was like I've died and gone to heaven.
You kept wanting more and more. But so we cook at the lake and we cook Tuesday nights. I like to say we cook other nights of the week, but honestly,
Lately?
life is not good for that. So you guys are doing better than us.
Most nights we don't eat.
Well, because intermittent fasting.
But we also, I on most nights don't eat after 7 o'clock, except in New York where I didn't do that at all.
That's hard.
But I'm still, Franny, what, dude?
You want some Paillard?
Don't be the squeaky wheel. It's the one that gets taken to the vet. Rainbow Bridge. Okay. It's not Rainbow Bridge.
No Rainbow Bridge. He wants some Paillard.
He wants Paillard? We'll give him some Paillards. Oh, wait. No craft beers? Look, here's the thing. I don't drink beer, and when I do drink beer, I drink straight off the shelf Pilsners. I'm not...
You haven't tried Berliner Weiss.
You're right. We talked about Berliner Weiss, and I haven't had any. What I'm sick of is how much hops American beer makers feel that they've got to put into their beer.
What are the sour beers?
It's, well, a lot of Belgian
yeah,
sours.
there's a certain name. Okay.
So I like liquor. And shut the... We'll get you in a minute. I will drink a Pilsner. I will drink a freaking PBR. I will drink a Grolsch.
Or a Miller Lite with our neighbors.
No, I will not. Yeah, that was Michelob Light. I'll drink Miller High Life. I like the ones in the little bottles. So I'm not a snob. It's just that I tend to, oh, look at that. Gaping bunghole of doom on the tomato.
You guys see a happy face?
Hey, everybody. I'm Ronnie the Tomato. Hey, we're going to take over this show. And listen, if you want to come on the show, you can share something in my nose pipe there, because I got this. I'm going to take over the show.
No. That's, no. You can't personify something and then stab it in the head. Not before 11 p.m. on Saturday.
Okay.
I cut his face off. And that's all for tonight's show. Wait, he was like, I'm going to cut you again.
Wait, where's the pickle? We could do it.
If I put this in my pocket, will you get it out?
We could yodel. We could yodel our song. Good night, sleep tight. Pleasant dreams to you. Here's the wish
And prayer
that every dream
comes true. Until we meet again. Adios.